Welcome to Business Ninjas, brought to you by WriteForMe, where you'll hear from business leaders who are out there growing their business and slaying it every day. Learn from the masters. Let's get started.
Hey everybody, welcome back for another episode of Business Ninjas. This is Kelsey here today with the founding team of FreJun. Welcome to the show, guys.
Oh, thank you for having us, Kelsey.
Absolutely. So do we want to go around the room and introduce who we are and who we have at the table today?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah. So I'll go first. So this is Subhash Kalluri. I am the founder of FreJun, and basically I'm the first employee of FreJun.
Nice.
Hi, this is Harsh, and I'm currently working as a product designer at FreJun.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, hi, this is Niklesh. I'm currently working as a technical lead at FreJun. Yeah.
Hi Kelsey, this is Teja. I handle customer support and customer success in FreJun.
Very nice. Welcome to the show, everybody. So tell me a little bit
Thank
about
you.
the team. How did you all meet? How did you get started?
So that's a fantastic question. I mean, so basically, like I started FreJun in 2016.
Hmm?
This is way back, and so I was, I quit my full-time job. I came back to India. I returned from US, and I did not have any team or anyone. I just started. I thought, probably I can build a team.
Mm-hmm.
And from 16 to 18, I was basically experimenting with, different team members on a part-time basis.
Mm-hmm.
And so the biggest challenge for any full-time, any senior guys to come, quit their job and join a fledgling company is, they have a family to feed and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, basically, we did not have any money, we are not a funded company or anything. Even now,
Yeah.
we are a bootstrap company. And it was back in 2019 when Nicholas was in fourth year, in the final year of his undergrad.
Okay.
And so I would basically, in India, we have a system called as campus placement, where the companies go and hire directly from colleges.
Mm-hmm.
Like campus fair or job fair, what we have in US.
Yeah.
Similarly, we have by the time they graduate, they have a job in hand.
Yep.
So I contacted the placement office of his university, and so I met Niklesh, and that's how he joined us. So Niklesh is employee number 2, and Teja was employee number 3. So Teja joined right after Niklesh, and basically Teja was looking for an internship.
Okay.
I think the most extensive experience in the company is with Teja. Like he was wearing multiple hats at different stages of the company. So he
Okay.
started as an intern in machine learning. Then wherever there's a need in the company, he basically takes up.
Very nice.
And the last person, I mean, of the founding team was Harsh, our product designer. So we have a guy who designs the product, a guy who builds the product, a guy who sells the product, and a guy who maintains the customers. That's it. So
So
this was the founding.
I was going to say, for a founding team, you covered really the 4 pillars of, a successful team. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's great. So tell me
And
about FreJun.
so FreJun, we are basically a call automation platform for recruitment companies and sales teams.
Mm-hmm.
And like what we do is, like, the biggest problem we are solving is, especially in India, uh, is there are a lot of calls that a recruiter makes in a day to reach out to a lot of potential candidates,
Mm-hmm.
and especially this is very high volume calling. If you're looking for a blue collar job, or if you're looking for to fill a entry level position. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
as you're aware, like, it's a 1.4 billion population.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 4 times the size of US
Wow.
population.
Wow.
right? And just imagine, every year we have 20 million new graduates entering workforce.
Right.
So you can imagine the amount of work that goes into hiring,
Right.
right? So basically, and the funny thing, what when we were, trying to understand where our previous product was going to fit
Mm-hmm.
in, we realized that most of these calls were made through their mobile phones or landline phones. And we saw a very good, we had an insight that this can be automated,
Yep.
and this is something that has to be automated. Otherwise, the recruitment companies are going to start making losses because, see, if I come back tomorrow, when you have, like, let's say 50 recruiters,
Mm-hmm.
each recruiter is contacting 100 candidates in a given day, for
Mm-hmm.
example. And there is no log or record of conversations anywhere at any place.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a huge loss of data that's missing,
Mm-hmm.
huge amount of data. That's one thing. And second thing is, managers are manually asking what happened with this candidate, what happened with this position, and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
So the more automation, the better it is for the managers to keep a track. Okay, what is the progress? Should I, put more effort on this open positions, or where
Mm-hmm.
should I allocate my resources?
Mm-hmm.
So we are actually opening up their entire operations, and
Okay.
and making it more formalized and streamlined.
Okay.
So our customers have seen a big difference before and after period. And and like the best thing is now, the managers are having data end of the day, like exactly what my recruiters did.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
previously, like they used to ask, please fill these reports, please do, enter information here, how many calls you attempted, whom you
Right.
contacted, what was discussed. So we removed all that, and with one single product, we're making everything transparent and streamlined. So that's the biggest insight we had when we spoke with the customers.
That's interesting because, data can't lie, right? So you
Exactly.
can't pad your numbers, you can't try to beat the system.
Correct. Exactly. Yeah. And same thing, what we're doing is we're taking this to sales teams.
Mm-hmm.
Because like when you have a turnover, like, when you have a churn, like, like you have some sales guys working and leaving company,
Mm-hmm.
sales guys joining,
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to start the conversation again with a potential customer from the beginning,
Right.
right? Let's say I left the company when I'm in the middle of a conversation, or
Mm-hmm.
at least the more information a company captures,
Mm-hmm.
the better it is for it in long term.
Yes. Very
Yeah.
nice. So what would you say makes, FreJun stand out from the other competition?
Harsh?
So, like, if you see, like, every product solves some or the other problem. So, definitely, Fusion solves some problem because of which we have customers. But the point where we stand out is the focus is on the customer and completely. So, we are a very, user focused or customer focused company.
Mm-hmm.
And even now, the most popular guy in the entire team is Teja because
Mm-hmm.
he handles the customer support, and almost every user or customer knows him, and he knows what exactly.
No, they know him on a personal basis, on a first name basis.
Yeah. Wow.
Like just imagine you have 600 users knowing one individual on a personal basis.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That
So
sounds really personalized.
correct.
Yeah.
And if you compare our products side by side between us and our competitors, I mean it's just like any CRM company, like a major CRM, like
Mm-hmm.
HubSpot and Salesforce does the same thing.
Yep.
But the way how they are giving the user experience to the customers,
Mm-hmm.
because they're made for a specific market segment.
Okay.
Similarly, you cannot use our product for a contact center or where you have a support system.
Okay.
We primarily focus on outbound calls
Okay. Okay.
because that's where that is a revenue making machine. The
Right.
customer support is, it's not a revenue making machine.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So talking about revenue, how does FreJun generate revenue?
We are a proper SaaS product. We are
Okay.
a proper enterprise SaaS product. and we charge per user per month a flat fee.
Okay.
Like you can make unlimited calling. We don't charge per minute or anything. So
Okay.
the reason why that is another way how we differentiate from our competitors.
Yeah.
Our competitors charge per minute for incoming call and for outgoing call. We don't do that. We say it's just flat. We sell like a software,
Okay.
like a standard fee, so that the biggest advantage is the customers know that okay, what is my cost end of the month. So once it is constant, they can budget it clearly. They don't want any surprises in the last minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how we are different. Like they know exactly how much am I spending end of the month.
Right.
Like okay, this is what I'm spending on HubSpot. This is what I'm spending on FreJun, and this is
And
my overall cost.
And I imagine too, it allows companies to allocate their funds and
Exactly.
expand with FreJun, right?
Correct. You're absolutely correct.
Absolutely, very nice. So talk to me about your target audience, because it sounds like you're targeting companies. What size companies are you looking to target? Talk to me a little bit about that.
I think Teja should answer this very well.
So our target audience are mostly recruiters are our primary focus.
Okay.
Yeah, recruitment. Big recruitment companies or small. We don't care about size generally. See, if we are solving problem for them, that's completely fine. We'll get to them and they'll use it. And down the line, we're also shifting to the sales. Yes.
Very nice, very nice. Is there anyone else, outside of recruitment that you look to target with FreJun? Is there anyone else that benefits from the software?
That's a fantastic question. So as I said, we primarily focus on outbound calling, which is recruitment and sales. And down the line, what we're going to focus is, I don't know if you're aware, most of the US recruitment operations are based in India.
Okay.
I don't know if you're aware of it.
I did not know that. No.
Okay, so if you look at IT staffing and IT recruitment,
yeah,
most of the operations are handled by Indians sitting in India.
Okay.
And we are talking about 1 million users.
That's a ton.
Like if you, yeah, like million. I mean, I'm maybe exaggerating. Even if you forget about million, like even if you take 500,000, 5 lakhs easily. So 500,000 recruiters, both working for domestic and international staffing and recruitment. And it's not only just US. US, UK, Germany, Australia, most of the English-speaking countries. See, and what these guys are doing is, like, okay, I'm building business, okay, and they're having two arms. One arm works in the morning operations where they do the domestic recruitment, and they leave by 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, and the same seats are filled by international recruitment, or US staffing in the evening, in the night.
Okay.
So they work in the night shift, and the domestic guys work in the morning shift.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So talk to me, because it sounds like a lot of your marketing is trying to reach, new recruiting, new recruitment. How do you work to educate those new customers on what FreJun can do for them?
I think I can take this question. So first is, we don't target recruiters.
Okay.
They're a proper B2B company.
Right. I'm sorry. I meant B2B.
Yeah, it's okay.
Recruitment companies. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So our sales approach is always top to bottom.
Okay.
If I can convince, a CEO or a head of operations that, okay, this product is important. Usually what they do is, we try to focus always on what I would say is head of the organization, either CEO or managing director in India, or head of operations if it's a very large company. And once he thinks that, okay, there's a potential that this product can help us, then what we do is, then we show use cases. Okay, look, this is how we helped some large companies. This is how we helped some recruitment companies. Then he wants to try the product for himself or herself.
Right.
So then what he would do is, this is a standard operating procedure. Then he would introduce someone in the team. Hey, just take a look at this product. It looks interesting. Okay. Then we get in touch with the manager, the next level, and we have a trial. the product goes into trial mode.
Okay.
So they use the product for 1 or 2 weeks, and we have entire process set up where we collect feedback from actual users on a daily basis or a by day, once in every 2 days, and make sure that they're getting the best user experience.
Okay.
So once these users are convinced that okay, this product is helping us,
Yep.
that feedback is passed on to the manager, and manager tells tells to the management, okay, look, this is the feedback I'm getting from users. I
Yeah.
think we need.
Yeah.
So we sell the user experience to the users and reporting to the management.
Okay. Okay.
So
And
if you take the, sorry,
no, go
if you
ahead.
take the product, sorry,
Yep.
if you take the product, there are 2 components. One is the calling component for the users, and second one is the reporting component for the managers.
Okay. Okay.
Managers buy for reports, and recruiters want to take the product for user experience. Yeah. Sorry.
And it sounds like the product has been very successful for you. So it sounds like the hardest part is getting the CEOs and that higher up management to really listen. What tools do you use to engage them and really work to inform them about what FreJun can do?
Fantastic question. So we primarily use LinkedIn and Apollo.
Okay.
Apollo.io. I don't know if you're aware of it.
Yes.
You're aware of it, right?
Yes.
That's our only source of our entire business.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. But the good thing is, at least in my previous organization, my primary job was to generate, like I used to do end-to-end sales.
Okay.
Like all the way from generate leads, nurture them, close them, and pass it on to the support team. So I have experience of generating the leads from my previous company.
Yeah.
That helped me tremendously at this moment. And the amount of options that you have in Apollo, I think that's one of the best investments as a company we have ever made. It really made a big difference. So we do huge marketing campaigns in Apollo, and so you can see that metrics, right? Who is opening, and we focus on the open rate. Like if there's a multiple open, like more than 3 times, then we follow up with them with a call. Hey, I have sent you an email. Now I have a good context to call them and open up a conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a really all-encompassing marketing strategy because you're being persistent, but it's not too persistent that it's annoying, right? Like it's doing good business and good marketing.
Yeah. No, like see the thing is, still we are like a 15-member team. It's not really big team. Still we are a 15-member team. So our entire resources, whatever revenue we make, we want to give the best user experience to the product. So most of the revenue goes into the product. Since we are a bootstrap company, we don't have a lot of revenue to spend on marketing.
Yep.
So every dollar has to, we need to have a highest ROI.
Absolutely. Very intentional. Right.
Exactly. And so primarily so far what we're doing is, we're generating, and I think, we have sequences, multiple sequences for each stage. For example, like we doubled down, we found out that, okay, this email campaign works, and we doubled down, that's it. And now we are focusing on SEO. We started focusing on blogging and generating a lot of content, useful content, ebooks.
Yeah.
Because we are at a stage where we need to scale the marketing also.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How else have you worked to scale your business then?
Sorry?
What other ways have you worked to grow your business or to scale your business?
References.
Yes.
Because since we are targeting a very small vertical,
yes,
everyone knows everyone.
Okay.
Like just imagine, like now, for example, now probably you should be knowing your industry pretty well, right? What are other companies doing? Someone will work with you and they move to a next organization. So we have a lot of good references.
Okay.
And like we lost 4 customers so far, and all the customers we lost because of financial reasons rather than product reasons.
Wow. I guess that really attests to the product that you're able to put out, right?
Exactly. So at least the company philosophy is always product first.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. This has been a really great conversation about putting the customer first and how you work to, how you work to grow your business. I have one more question before you gentlemen go. What would be both one thing personally and professionally you hope to be celebrating in this next year?
Niklesh, you did not answer. You should go first.
Toss the ball right to you.
Yeah. I'm waiting for a question so that you can answer, but yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not that we are currently celebrating or something. We're
Next year,
actually celebrating what we are
next
doing,
year.
and
Oh, very
yeah,
nice.
into that. So in the next year, I think maybe the revenue hits certain mark where we are focusing, we are targeting on.
Yeah.
And if that's going through, then we already had
Right.
a celebration previously, so we're going to do it again.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Niklesh,
Yeah.
personally.
Okay, personally, I feel. I mean, it might be weird, but the growth that I received, that I have been for the past few years, and not only me in particular, I'm more concerned about my team
Mm-hmm.
who are working along with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I see a lot of growth in them, and I feel satisfied when I see that.
Aw, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Harsh, I think you should go next.
Yeah. Almost all the points which I wanted to say, Nicholas already mentioned. So yeah, apart from that, we also look forward to uh, find ways in which we can improve the user experience,
Mm-hmm.
and not just you. When I say user, it's not just like external users, but also people who are working inside the company.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, making sure that everyone that is associated with FreJun have a good time. So
Mm-hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
what.
That's fantastic. Kind of that all-encompassing care, right? Like not only for your clients, but also your employees too.
Yeah, team is everything, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, Teja, what are your goals for next year?
So professionally, I mean, me and Subhash used to think like, the only celebration we feel is like, once we hit the revenue, we would like to, conduct some educational, this what we call programs
Okay.
across the country,
Yeah.
and we would like to invite our users, which will help us.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
One
And
thing
continue to grow the business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't have any celebrations at the moment.
Mhm.
Celebrating growing the business.
Yeah.
Very
So
nice.
currently, I mean, if you ask me, we want to hit 1 million. That's my celebratory moment. Like
Yeah.
the moment 1 million mark of revenue, that's the biggest from a professional point of view.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm really looking forward. My sister lives in Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to meet my nephew.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, he was born last year. He just finished his first year this August.
Yeah.
And yeah, I see him every day on calls. But if you ask me personally, that is something that I'm missing, a lot.
Aw. Aw.
Holding him and playing him. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you looking to have a trip planned hopefully in this next year then?
Yeah, definitely. At least, either my sister has to travel to India or I have to go to US.
Something's got to work out here so you can make it work, right?
Yeah. So that is something that, yeah, I miss a lot of things, his first birthday, his first steps. I think probably by the time I see him, he might even start speaking.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully you get to see him before then, though.
I hope so.
Well, gentlemen, this has been a great conversation. The founding team of FreJun, appreciate you guys being on the show today.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your
Thank you.
time.
It's good. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's good.